Hello, welcome to McBoss Capital channel. My name is Michael Chu. This video is about the growth stocks list I follow every week. I do a video on this, and this is for the week ending January 3rd, 2025. Happy New Year to everybody. So this week we did see some improvement in the growth stocks list that I follow. If we look at how many are in the uptrend mode, there's 79, much higher than a week ago. I think last week was like less than 20, I believe. And this is a list of close to 300 stocks right now. And this list is based on strong fundamental 4 quarters projections that are usually above near 10%. So let's look at how many. So 79 in uptrend. Within 10 or 21 days, there's about 30. So that's roughly over 100 of them are now at least near or above their short-term moving average. And then downtrend, we still have a lot, which is 190 stocks here almost. Yeah. So 1/3 of these stocks now are coming back up a little bit. So at least there's some good sign there. And then we have the price performance here, which is based on October 9th, because that's the most recent rally. And then we have the relative strength here on daily and weekly. Also, we see lots of stocks ending quite strong here on the day and on the week. So day would be Friday, and on the week would be also for the whole week of for this week. So this has about 58 stocks. So 58 stocks that are doing really well. And then you see there's only a few that are making new highs right here. So those are just not many, just a few of them. So those ones are standing out quite a bit. So we're gonna look at sector by sector today. So in the main market video, we did kind of go through some of the sectors that did well, and one of them are the commodities or energy sector. So we're gonna start with this sector first. First of all, you can see many of these stocks are actually in uptrend mode, which means they're above the 1021 day. So that's probably the strongest sector right now. And so let's start with those. Bloom Energy BE is still in the downtrend, which is a leader this year, or last year, since last year. And then we have GTLS. So this one you can see, like if you draw a downtrend line, it broke like it broke above that on Friday very clearly, making pretty much a high there. And yeah, so this looks pretty good. Like the volume didn't come in, so that's something to watch out for. Oil and gas machinery equipment. So it did take a small break here, very short consolidation here, and it closed strong. Now we still have a little high from 3 weeks ago that we have to break above. But if we break above this, then there will be more chance of this rally resuming. This is called Landbridge, U.S. Exploration Production. This is an IPO. It started very tight action on the IPO, went up here, then it falls back, and then we started this long uptrend here. Then we got a little bit volatile here, and then it fell apart right here. Now we kind of starting this right side of the base, and on Friday it came out pretty nice. I think I took a position early in the week here, and you can see 3 days in a row it closed at the top, and on this Tuesday it also closed at the top. After the new year, we basically Thursday it just moved slightly, and then Friday it took off. So something to watch out for a new IPO here. Next we have Kodiak Gas Services in the field service area. This one has been on an uptrend for quite a bit now, and then we had this recent pullback, and then it slowly climbed back above the short-term moving average. And here, after it climbed back, it traded very tightly around the moving short-term average. And then Thursday was the first day it came out, and then Friday was the second day it followed through. Looks pretty good right now. Looks like it did close above the previous high, so that's pretty strong. 43.54 was the previous high, closing high, and this closes at higher than that, so it looks really good. So this is Antero Resource in the U.S. exploration production. We have this really big cup, then we have this pretty long handle, but it's still above the converging 50-day, 200-day line here. Then we start to recover right here, and it came out pretty fast, like in 5 sessions it was able to come out. So that showed the power of it. And so far it's been holding this breakout. Now Friday it did close at the lower range, so the 10-day is starting to catch up right now. So we'll see how it reacts near that 10-day. So Gulfport Energy, again, US exploration production here, long base, came out and then consolidate base on base. And this early in the week, it came out on Monday on this trend line right here. And then Tuesday, it kind of followed through. Thursday, it kind of just hold up the gain so far. And then Friday, it went up pretty high, but then it reversed by the end of the day. So right now, the 10 days look like this slope. We'll see if it can like hold above this and then go on higher. So EQT as oil and gas integrated. I was watching CNBC and an analyst was pointing this out, and I took a look at it. The numbers look pretty good going forward. A little bit smaller here on this current quarter, but it is increasing quite a bit in the next few quarters. This is a very tight base right now, tight consolidation, relative strength at new high. And here we see the downtrend line form as well. So here's the downtrend line, broke above it also on Monday. And then Tuesday it was holding most of the gains. And then Thursday it followed through on high volume again. Friday it did reverse from a high here. So it tries to break out, but it did reverse. So we'll see how that goes. The 10-day moving average is now sloping pretty nicely. Next we have AROC in the oil and gas machinery equipment group. Nice breakout here, move up pretty nicely, and then we have this pullback, and then now it's been slowly moving back, and now it's above the 10-day. And this is my first position right here, and then Thursday and Friday follow through. Volume looks okay. This is North American Construction Oil and Gas Field Services. This one looks like it's been consolidating for a while. It come above the 200-day and then it fell back. Then it went up again. This time it was able to hold above the 200-day right here, and then it bounced. And then since that, it's been holding above the short-term moving average. Volume's been increasing as it moves up, so this looks better now. Next we have TPL on the real estate trust here. So this was a Texas Pacific Land. Here's run up right here. Then it fell apart, and now it seems to have climbed back above this short-term consolidation here, and now it's starting to move back up. So this is Tidewater. It's one of the stocks that I've traded a lot last year, a year ago. 2024, the later half didn't do that well. You can see it dropped quite a bit, and now you can see there's some volume behind the buying recently, and numbers are starting to pick up again and past the $1. And going to the daily chart, we had this long-term trend line, 50-day moving average. Then we have the short-term moving average now starting to come back up. And so far we are about 3 days above the 50-day moving average, so it looks pretty good. Volume is there on the bounce. Yeah. Next we have OII, TRGP, SD. So this one looked very similar to TDW. Broke this long-term trend line here. It was able to follow through after that. Friday it did reverse a little bit, but still above the previous day's low, so it looks okay. This is RIG Transocean Oil and Gas Drilling. This one still have a long-term trend line. Recent action here is very tight. We are seeing some volume picking up on the buy side, so we'll see if we can go above this longer-term trend line. So next we have CEG in the energy alternative place. Here it has consolidated quite a bit after this run up right here, and then it basically formed a downtrend, and right now we have come above this red line and also this downtrend line, which is 50-day moving average and near the 50-day moving average, and it was the first close ever above the downtrend line. It looks pretty good. Volume came in and support this bounce here. So yeah, I think most stocks related stocks, these are the energy, renewable energy type of power play for AI related data center stocks. We do have SGML in the metal mining ores, CLB oil and gas field service. We have AM integrated, AGI mining, HESM, oil and gas transport pipeline, NVGS also in the oil and gas transport pipeline. So overall, we see quite a bit of energy growth stocks doing well. Probably the best, I think. So we're going to jump to industrial just because we talk about CEG. Some of the related power stocks include VST, CLS. So VST here did pretty good after the breakout here, and then pulls back, make another run, and then we have this longer pullback here. So it did go under the 50-day quite a few times, but it did find support at the lows here, and then this bounce is very strong, and the volume has picked up. Another related stocks is CLS in the electrical space as well. We have this nice run right here, and then consolidate, and they got a little bit more choppy here, but it keep making higher highs and higher lows, and then we have this sideways consolidation here, and now we came back above the short-term 10-day moving average. Volume didn't come in, so we might need more work on it. Another stock related stock is VRT. We had this nice run right here, pulls back, goes up, pulls back, and then one more run here, and then we finally start to come down on this trend line, and here we broke above this trend line on Friday, so it looks pretty good, and volume came in. Other stocks that are in uptrend right now, XMTR. So this one came out here, and then earnings gap, very strong, powerful move up a little bit more, and then it pulls back to the 10-day. Look at how it obeys the 10-day as it runs up. And right here, we're starting to see the same support level at the 10-day again. So nice bounce on Friday. We'll see if this can hold. We did see some little bit more volume on Friday's bounce, so that's a good sign. We also have REVG in the uptrend, QNST in the uptrend, MTZ, HQY, COHR. Feel free to look through the rest of this. Most of them are still in downtrend. So the other area is technology that did starting to pick up some steam again. We see some here. As we go down, we see lots of yellow, which is also starting to move up in uptrend. We talk about NVIDIA in the main market video. So we have Reddit continuous uptrend, app also continuous uptrend, ALAB in the semiconductor. We'll focus more on semiconductor because I do notice more semiconductors are moving on Friday. So here we have this long run here, and I was able to capture some of these gains here, and then I missed this last run, pulls back, and here we have a 2-day strong bounce. Volume is a little bit underwhelming. It wasn't that much, so we'll have to see if this bounce is sustainable. We have CRDO here, PLTR, TWLO. We have MRVL, another chip stock here that did really well. It started to fall back right here, and then since that two really negative days, it's been able to hold this low pretty good. And then this one found support, didn't even touch the 21-day. Now it's bouncing back and making a recent high, and next level would be that level to try to go above that. We have KD. Another chip stock here is SMTC. Here's the nice cup with handle, but it didn't really move far after it break out from there, and then it formed another type base here, and then it breaks out, and then again it pulls back. So this one was quite a test here, and then it finally works, and now it's doing almost similar. It just keep pulling back, pulling back, pulling back, and now we're still, kind of near the channel line here. So I did take a position here on Friday. The volume has been more subsided on the selling side, so we'll see if this works this time. We have Globe. AVGO is still in a downtrend here, but pretty only 7% off high, recent high. With MGNI in the enterprise, software enterprise. Here we have SITM in the semiconductor. So this one also broke out, and then it pulls back right here, went up high after that bounce, and then it pulls back to the 21. So this one obeys the 21 pretty good, and then it go up here, and finally top right here, and came back down. And here we didn't want to touch the red line, which is 50-day moving average, so that's a good sign, and make a higher low right here. And it kind of broke this downtrend line on Friday, so possible entry point there. Yeah, we'll see how this do. We have Wix in the software enterprise. Still a lot of stocks in downtrend. The Spotify, Duolingo, I think they're starting to come back up. Spotify right here, kind of went sideways after the breakout, and then here's the big move, and then it went up a little bit more, and then we start to form this downtrend line. We did break above that downtrend line on Friday, so but the volume isn't there, so that's negative. Duolingo also did well recently, and uh, then it broke down right here, found support at 50-day. Here again, it didn't break to new low, which is a good sign, and then it found support with 3 days right there, that low. And now we are kind of surpassed this downtrend line, so we'll see if it fall through the next week. Next here we have MTSI in the semiconductor. So this one also have a nice breakout right here, moves up, pull back, and then shot up on earnings and then pull back really strong. So this is why you shouldn't chase some stocks sometimes, especially when it's really extended from the 10-day. And then it bounced back here and it goes higher, and then it finally fall. Once it fell to the 50-day moving average, and then you can see tightness around the bottom here, and we found support at that line. And then Friday we saw the bounce come in higher volume, so that's really good sign. Next we have MGNI, also in the semiconductor equipment group. So this one has a long-term trend line and still forming this trend line here. And then Thursday it did come out on higher volume. Friday it was able to hold. So far looks pretty good. It doesn't want to come back down below the short-term moving average. So that looks healthy so far. Next we have now still in the downtrend, only 7% off high. Yup trend, TSM, and ARM. So we saw NVIDIA move in the main market video, and here's TSM, another big mover. Volume a little bit lower than previous week, so we want to see if volume can come in. So that's a negative. ARM also have this long-term downtrend line. So right now we sitting right there. We fell once already. Volume did come in on Friday, so that's good news. Let's see how this react next week. Then we have Azure in the software enterprise, Onto in the semiconductor equipment group. We have Dell in the hardware group. So yeah, this has improved a lot compared to a week ago, and a lot of the chip stocks starting to move again. And some of this has been still the same leaders. Next we have the retail sector. Tesla, we saw in the main market video, even though it bounced on Friday, it's still in the downtrend. Miniso making new high. So this is a Chinese stock. Nice move right here, and then it consolidate nicely. Look at how it consolidate above the 10, and then it found support on 21, and then since then it's just very tight right here, and then we have this Thursday kind of move right here, and then Friday we fall through on this breakout. Unfortunately, I didn't get into it because it just came up so fast and I miss it. And right now, I don't want to chase it because it's quite extended from the 10-day. I'm hoping it'll pull back slightly, and maybe I'll take a position there. We have Olu in the internet area, Tzu, leisure travel booking. So we're seeing some consumer service education stock, UTI, LRN, ATGE. Here's UTI, nice uptrend here, and then it started to consolidate. Look how tight this consolidation has become. It hasn't come out yet, but looks very close. Here's another one, LRN, really nice run. I had this on my post-analysis video. Here's the recent trading, very tightness, and so far it's came out of this trend line, and it's trading really tight and holding. So that's good news. And ATG was also, I did this on my post analysis as well, make some good gains there. Now it has formed this base here, and now it's starting to come out as well. Volume did come in as well. Look at this selling volume. Well, that was the week of the last week, before the new year, but now volume is really coming in. We have wholesale food in the uptrend still. XPOF, Boot, RH, Dash here. We have Ralph Lauren, BFAM. So yeah, feel free to check out other stocks here. So in the health sector, we have seen some improvement as well. You can see MDGL, WGS resell in uptrend. The one that I traded before is WGS. So this was a really strong uptrend here. Then after this powerful move, it consolidated, and this was a long consolidation, 45 days. So, and it did try to come out on Thursday, but it kind of fell. Now, so far it's been still holding within this tight range here, so nothing wrong with it. It just maybe need more time. We'll see. But the thing that I like about this, you can see it constantly make higher lows as well. And now the 50-day has starting to catch up, and it's starting to converge with the short-term moving average. So hopefully this will most likely, this is let's say a leader last year, 2024, and most likely it will, if it breaks out, it'll probably be really not strong move. NBIX within 1% of short-term moving average, Messi, SRPT, and ADMA within 1%, MERM 1%, HAE 1%, HRO in the uptrend right now. This one is corrected a lot, like 38% off from the high. BSX, BMRN, TVDX, this one is 7% off the high. So here's the nice breakout right here, pulls back to the 21 day, continues right here, and then it pulls back to the 50 day and form a W-shaped pattern here. And right now it looks like this is the upper channel line. Here we found support right here, and so far it looks good. Like after Thursday's bounce on near average volume here, and then Friday it didn't sell on higher volume and it's very tight. So it looks really good so far. And finally, we have the financial sector. This also has improved. See more uptrends here now. We have FOA. This is a newer name that came on my list. Mortgage related services, smaller cap. So B bar. So the foreign banks, a lot of them has to do with Argentina. So this is Argentina bank here. Really strong uptrend. Like the recent pullback was like so short. And look at this move on Thursday. I totally missed this. This is also another Argentina bank here. Again, went up really nicely. Few days of pullback, and then Thursday it rocket again. I missed. It's hard to chase stocks when they bounce this fast. Like this was up 10%. By the time I saw it, was already up 8 or 9%. So then Friday followed through again, really strong. These stocks are very strong. We have RELY in the financial specialty. So this one also did really well. This recent uptrend, it continues on really nicely, and then we have this recent pullback this week, and then it bounced off it. So it looks pretty healthy so far. We want to see more volume as it crosses to new highs here. Hood is another leader. We have this little 50-day bounce here and continue to highs right here. Pull back 21 day and then make another high and then it fell apart. And then here we found support. It didn't come back to 50-day reversal on that day, really strong. Then we have more just not pullback here. And this time it seems to have make a new recent high. And so the next level would be to go towards the previous high. Volume did pick up, so that's good. It's not above average, but hopefully we will see more volume as it comes here. We still see CISO and SoFi in a downtrend. With LPLA within 1%. SQ Square also within 1% here. Let's look at this too. So this stock has done really well. This is the nice cup with handle pattern here. It breaks out, but it kind of pulled back to the 10-day, then bounce. Then look at how it never touched the 10-day right here. Continue. Finally, it started to see some weakness here, and it just went sideways most of the time as a 21-day catch up. And then here we have another found support again at 21 day. So now the 10, 21 day are very close, and we kind of keep making higher highs right here and higher lows. So far this pattern looks good, and we just need to see some volume breakout right here, and that should be good. Square, we have this long consolidation, and then when it broke out, they did fail the first time, but the second time it followed through really strongly, and that's a nice right here, nice bounce, and we finally pull back right here all the way to the red line, 50-day moving average, and we bounce off that really fast. That's a quite amazing bounce on much higher volume. It's worth paying attention to this one. We have Killfin, uptrend, Jeffrey reporting this coming week, so we'll see how that goes. This is in the investment banker broker area. This one also has done well, recent pullback, and then here we have this nice breakup of upper channel line. Volume so far has been pretty good on the buy side. Next we have four also broke out right here, move up nicely, pull back, and then it went on this run right here, and then we have this one huge day drop, and then we slide slowly down here, but it did eventually find support there, and now we're moving back that on the right side of the base. Volume did come in on the buy side right here, so we have also OWL in the uptrend in the investment management, RS in the investment management, EQH also in the investment management, so that's a strong group right there. We have TW in the financial service specialty. So most of them are still in downtrend, but we are seeing improvement in the financial area as well. So that's it for this video. Thank you for following this video. Please like and subscribe. Until next week.